Hello, gorgeous. Welcome back or welcome anew to Step Into Your Awesome. Do you want to know something that I've heard come out of the mouths of so many of the women that I've coached over the last 20 years? It's this. I might look confident on the outside, but inside, I don't really feel it. Can you relate to that? Sometimes I think it is just really helpful knowing that what you feel, or I feel, or we feel, is actually what so many others feel. Because confidence is not something that we're born with, it's something that we can build. And I want to share with you today the confidence formula as I see it, so that you can tap into where you are at currently with confidence and actually work out how to build more if it is something that you would like to create more of. So many of us are walking around doing all the things, performing well at work, juggling children, aging parents maybe, all the responsibilities of life, showing up, getting the job done. But inside, we feel that there's a deficit. We're wondering, was that okay? Did I get that right? Did I do enough there? Should I have said less or more? Sometimes a lack of confidence stops us taking action altogether. We might procrastinate, hesitate, or even talk ourselves out of actually taking the action, full stop. Other times you do take the action. You say the thing, you post the idea, you share your thinking, but afterwards, your mind goes into overdrive, into rumination, where you replay it, you wonder, did I get it right? And that rumination, it robs you of your energy, your momentum, and your peace. It creates a loop where even when you are brave, you don't feel it. But the good news, that loop can be broken. So let's have a look at how. I want to take a look at another little piece of the puzzle. If you're a woman in your late 30s, 40s, or 50s, somewhere in that ballpark, that might be coming into play, and that is perimenopause or menopause. So if you've noticed a dip in your confidence, your clarity, you're just feeling a bit more confused, searching around for words, you're feeling like your mojo's dropped off a little bit, you can't really put your finger on it, but you're just not feeling quite like yourself anymore, hormones could be playing a role. This is something we just don't talk about enough. I think it is becoming more talked about versus in our mothers' day and age, where they just had to battle through silently and without awareness. So it is certainly coming up in conversations I know with me and my girlfriends. It's something I talk with my clients about as well. So let's have a little bit of a kind of spotlight on perimenopause for a moment. So perimenopause can begin years before menopause, and I'm no expert in the subject, but what I do look at is the Australian Menopause Society's checklist, and that's a really useful resource where they list out all of these symptoms of perimenopause, and they are so weird and wonderful. Here are a few: low mood, poor concentration, increased anxiety, brain fog, loss of confidence, difficulty sleeping, fatigue. Do Google or check out that Australian Menopause Society questionnaire, because you might find that things that you hadn't put together may be related to perimenopause. Anyway, slight digression, but I think it's really important to consider. I recall a client of mine, I did lots of coaching work with her, exploring the topic of kind of passion and regaining her spark. And we did some great coaching work. And sometime down the track, she said to me when I caught up with her, you know what the missing piece was, along with all the work we did? It was getting my hormones under control. So do consider your trusted GP, a women's wellness doctor, or a natural health practitioner. You just definitely deserve to have your hormones working for you versus against you. So let's look at my super simple confidence formula. Confidence equals mindset plus action. Mindset is all about the beliefs we carry about ourselves, about how confident we actually are. What we believe about confidence, do we believe we can become more and more confident? Action is the evidence that you give your brain that your confidence is building. So by taking a step, we build our confidence, which reinforces our mindset that we are a confident person. Here's a super simple tool that I give clients in the area of confidence. So let's do it now together. I want you to imagine what your current confidence level is on a scale of 1 to 10. Got a number? Now I want you to think about what you would love your confidence to be on that same scale. So once you've got a number, I want you to think about that version of you, imagining, for argument's sake, you're at a 9 or 10 out of 10 confidence. What's different about how she shows up? What decisions is she making? What boundaries is she holding? How does she feel beyond just super confident? Then, and this is key, think about one small action that she would be doing and do it today. Because when you act like your more confident self, you start to become her. You show your brain, I can handle this, I've got this. I am the sort of confident person who takes this in my stride. So confidence is not about being perfect, it's about creating momentum. Even tiny actions like sending the email, having that honest conversation, saying no, that creates momentum and it creates that lift in positioning, which starts to rewire your brain. You shift from, I'm not confident enough to do that, to, I'm doing it anyway. And every time you do, you build trust in yourself. Confidence isn't something you fake, it's something you practice through action. And supporting this behind the scenes are affirmations that do help build the belief. So over 20 years, I've given my clients affirmations. I'm becoming more and more confident by the day. Confidence grows with every step I'm taking. I am someone who is confident and takes things in my stride. Examples of affirmations where you're stating something as though it is true now. So I am, or it is, and it's a present tense statement. And you repeat that. And I used to give clients affirmations like 20 years ago, before so much was known about neuroscience and how we can rewire our beliefs. And so with repetition, they would come back to my coaching session a couple of weeks, a few weeks, a month later, and say, you know what, I am actually starting to feel more confident. And so that was seemingly woo-woo and just working with affirmations back at the time, but now we know with neuroscience, through repetition, we do start building new neural pathways. And so hence why working on the mindset piece and catching yourself when you go, oh, I'm just not a very confident person, or you catch some statement that really continues to reinforce where you are on that current position out of 10 versus where you want to be. So just to reinforce that, confidence equals mindset plus action, and they are both more within your control than sometimes you think. So if this is resonating with you and you'd like to dive into exploring more of your confident, courageous, bolder self, then you might be interested in my Awesome Club, which is a monthly online membership for women who are ambitious, who are committed to working on their personal and professional growth and would love to do so with the support of other like-minded women and a coach with 20 years experience, being me. So if you're interested in Awesome Club, I will pop the link in the description and I would love to see you there. If you've got any questions, please feel free to DM me and I can answer those off. Thank you for being here today. If this episode sparked something for you, I'd love you to share it or leave a review. That way we'll help share the love, grow the channel and support others to shape beliefs and actions that are aligned with confidence. So until next time, go gently, go boldly, and keep stepping into your awesome.